Hello and welcome to the Marine Channel. We're here at the Palma International Boat Show. We've got a world premiere for you, and it's this, which is the Bavaria SR35. Now, if you're familiar with our channel, we featured the SR33 a couple of years ago for a world premiere, but this is the 35. Now, actually it's the same hull, but there are a few little differences, so I thought we'd hop aboard and show you what some of those differences are. Money-wise, depends on spec. This boat is coming out at about 500,000 euros plus tax, but of course these are very, very configurable. So let's just step aboard our bathing platform. So the kind of first choice for owners here comes in this area. So this one has got a high-low table and you've got this U-shape seating. What you can also do, if you have a look at this seat here, this seat back will kind of flop. Oh, let's see if I can do that with one hand. Just about, there you go. And then we liberate the space on this side for this big U-shape seating area. But with this one back where it was, and I'll try and do that again, the idea is effectively, I'm not very good at this with one hand, bear with, there we go, that we can now drop this table down and that becomes a sun pad area. You can have this area as full storage, so rather than having this table that comes up, this is permanently a sun pad, and then you've got lots of storage underneath. Really depends how you use the boat and what you want. There is access forward, both on port and starboard, so we can access it there, or we can go up on this starboard side as well. Little transom gate here, step up into the cockpit. As I say, we've got this U-shaped seating, which will accommodate probably 6 people, I would think, comfortably. There we go. And then one of the differences on the 35 is this sort of kitchen area. So this is become slightly larger, a little bit deeper, got a bit bigger sink, your cooking facilities are there, and then down here we have a little bit of storage space, and then over here we have a slightly larger fridge, I've been told. So although this is a larger kind of cabinet, it doesn't impinge on that walk-through. So nice and straightforward. So down here is our engine compartment, Volvo D4 300s. That'll endow the boat with top speed around 34-35 knots and cruising in the mid-20s. Swing around here to the helm. So when we showed the 33, it had the larger screens. I think they were 11 or 12 inches, can't remember exactly. But they were then flush, so they were set back and this whole area was glazed. So this has got the standard Simrad screens. Joystick control for our bow thruster, obviously. And then standard throttles there. And then we've got our seat bolster that we can raise up if we're leaning. And we're underway. Now the big difference, I say, is around the hardtop on this one. So the SR33 that we featured, this whole area here was glazed, and then you had a little side window that you could use to open for a bit of fresh air and also to be able to shout out to the front and let people know what you were doing. This hardtop is separate, so you can have canvas zipped in here, or you can have it open as we see. And then what we've got is this huge sunroof opening space. So this one has got a solid fiberglass roof that slides to and fro. You can also have a canvas roof. Depends where you are in the world. The canvas roof is quite nice because it gives a little bit more soundproofing when you're underway, but if you're in bright sunshine, it's going to take all that UV ray, so you're probably better off with this solid sliding panel. Over on our port side here, same configuration as before. We've got this kind of cozy seat there, and then we've got our sort of chaise lounge area as well. So out in the bow area here, we've got a nice sunbathing area, big sort of triple sun pad, and there's the seat. There's the one to get sat on when you're bimbling along at 10 knots. Just sit there and enjoy the view. How lovely is that? let's go down below. And Bavaria have upgraded some of the materials down here as well. Some of the wood finishes have been upgraded and enhanced. Lots of storage. We've obviously got our Fusion stereo and our system switchboard there as well. Lots of storage cupboards down here. VHF down there. And then we've got this sort of open plan design. So rather than trying to squeeze in a bulkhead and make this feel really enclosed, they've left it open, which if you're a couple or a family, makes it feel really nice and light. And obviously we've got this big glazed area on both sides. Opening porthole as well for a bit of fresh air and ventilation. There's also an escape hatch slash a bit of light coming in, natural light coming in through there. That at the moment, obviously, we've got the sun pads on the front, so you won't be able to see out of there, but that would flood the area with light. Bit of U-shaped seating, and then swing around behind, and we've got another sink. So effectively our cooking facilities are upstairs, but we have got a food prep area, and we have got additional cupboards for crockery and all that kind of good stuff. There it is. And then we have a good size heads with a shower in there. So that's effectively a wet room area, toilet and shower in there. We have got a panel to pull across. And then we've got a nice porcelain bowl. Again, some natural light, bit of mirrors. And then we've got a mid cabin under the sole of the boat. So step in, full standing headroom in this kind of lobby area, and then we can see we've got a sort of an oversized king size double in there, which is actually quite nice. We've got a bit of natural daylight at the head of the bed, a couple of little reading lights either side, and then I'm sort of sat down on this sort of little sofa area, which is useful when you're getting dressed and, you know, somewhere to put your cases and stuff like that when you first get on board. Again, a huge locker in there as well. So you could have this as kind of the kids cabin, or your guest cabin, or your parents cabin, however you want to set it up, and then have this area as a kind of an open area. But it feels very spacious, lots of headroom, lots of natural light. You can see out there as well. So quite similar to the 33, but a few little changes that do differentiate it. Have a little look at the 33 Tour as well and tell me what you think, which you prefer. But hopefully you've enjoyed that quick look around the world premiere on the 35. Thanks for watching the Marine Channel. Please like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, do all that kind of good stuff. But most importantly, keep coming back and watching the videos, because that's why we do it. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.